Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, Off Grid Investor. This is Dolph. I know you guys have been waiting for my video, so here I am. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a few stocks that we've been talking about in this channel a lot and share my thoughts a little bit. I know the market is quite down. It is difficult for anybody to see, all red, for how many consecutive days so far. Yes, it is difficult. But I wanted to shout to y'all that, I am buying the dip. So the important things on this video, I just wanted to tell you that I picked up some more shares on Tesla and NIO today, and the PLTR as well. So mainly those are the three the stocks that I picked up some more the shares. Tesla, I bought some more shares at around $680 something, $81 or something. But I know it came down even more further down, so I think it closed at around 653 or so. So you guys are not missing anything. But the NIO, I picked up some more shares around $43. It is personally, it is not my favorite price range to pick up some more because that's around $39. That's when I really started, picking up a lot of shares. So 40, and I've picked up a lot of shares on $43 as well. So to me, it is not really my favorite price range. I should say. And I mentioned this one before. If it goes even further down, like to $29 or something, that's when I would buy a whole lot more of NIO. Because then I also wanted to point out that my price target still stands strong for this year. I'm looking at around like the $70, $75. That's my target price at the end of this year. And by the end of next year, I hope, of course, this NIO stock will, go well over $100. That's what I'm hoping for. So to me, this buying, around this price range makes, the pretty good sense to me. It may go down a little bit more, like I mentioned before, previous video, but I'm comfortable buying some more shares at this. Like I told you, it is not my favorite price tag at this point. I can tell that, but I had some monthly deposit that I normally do buy some shares, every month's basis. So I decided to go buy this dip. And talking about buying the dip, let's say, don't be the person like the next, after 6 months or later and see looking at the today's chart and saying, recalling yourself like, oh man, I should have bought that dip. But how many times that happens? 100 times, thousands times. It repeats every time. So we all talk about buying the dip, but actually if you don't buy the dip, you always buy on when it's railing it or at the top, holding the bags. And so remind yourself, don't do that. Yeah, and it's been the stock market's been doing exactly the same thing over and over the past 100 years. So think about that. I know it is difficult to catch the falling knives, or it is not the human nature to buy when the market is there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. I know it is difficult. It is difficult myself too, but so that's why you don't want to put all your money at once. Always have some little cash on the sides to buy the dips, such as this great opportunity that I see now. And I picked up some more shares on the Palantir as well at $24 range. I think it is. It's just at $24.84. Yes, I bought it at $24.59 today. I bought some more. It looks like that's the out of all that. I only thing actually it did end up the green today, so that's a little surprising. And there were a lot of volume at the right after the market closed today. So think about that. Who's buying all this aftermarket? So we'll see. So I just wanted to note that one. And also, I want to briefly talk about CCIV. So you know that a few days ago, like the CEO Peter Rawlinson, like he came out and said, "Oh, we're gonna postpone the production, blah blah blah." I really didn't like that. Of course, as a shareholder, and especially like throwing that bomb, right after the merger news and all that. He probably had it, that things in his head already. I just don't like the way he talks and all that. But I mean, what it is what it is. And it sits at CCIV. It sits at $24.16 right now. But I wanted to point out one thing. Like I've been telling you, it's like even like at $30 range, it was kind of tasty in my opinion. But now it sits at $24.84. So what do you think? In my opinion, like let's say like even like the few hundred, they were talking about 6,000 or 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. The delivery they were expecting or they were planning on it at the end of the summer or something. Now the CEO came out and saying like, oh, we're gonna try to reduce to 600 or something, which I really didn't like that. But anyway, so that actually that's what I think it is another main reason it drove the stock price down quite a bit. But what, in my opinion, if they even like the few hundreds, like the first few hundreds, the cars, if they do deliver in the summer, I'm looking at like maybe like this like the 6 month play on this one. So if they do that, this will easily go $40, $45 range, I can say. So anybody willing to put some money at this price, wait 6 more months, yeah, until the very first the delivery comes out. You know how the automotive industry is. When the first model comes out, like on the very first day, I can imagine there's going to be hundreds of thousands of videos. Oh, this is the Lucent Air, the car, which is like more than the $100,000 the car. It is a whole lot more expensive than the Tesla S. So think about that. And if somebody doing the car review, start driving and saying all this the good thing about it, but downside is they might on the very first day they might start talking about comparing with the Tesla S. I can definitely see that. So I think that's another reason the Peter Rawlinson, like he is kind of like what I feel. This is my own opinion, but what I feel is like he knows how crucial, how important this first delivery needs to be. And whenever there's like, the first roll of, the delivery comes out, that is it. That's going to, really put the company, like for, to the next level. That's what I see. And that's going to pretty much set for the future of the company. And he is like, I think, I kind of feel that he's a little scared of that in a way. So like he did mention in the, the video as an interviewer and all that, like saying, yeah, we want this to be perfect and all that. But guys, I wanted to say that this is not going to, there is a lot of rumors. Like, oh, this is a fraud, blah, blah, like this is going to be another, the Nikolai and all that. I don't think so. So just to clear, the things, I don't think this is another Nikolai is going to be. Yeah, based on the fact that, there is like the $1 billion, like the money backing up, the Saudi Arabian, the fund backing up the company, and they already do have, the factories, and there are even a lot of the videos and like the showing all this inside of the factory, and also the finished product it was on the showcase and all that. And no, the another thing is, to mention, like Peter, he was the principal engineer at the Jaguar, Jaguar, the car company. Yeah. It's like they make nice premium cars. And he was chief engineer of Lotus, like the like sports car, yeah, like the high performance sports car Lotus, yeah. We're talking about really high performance car. And then he was, of course, the vice president of the chief engineer at Tesla, making Tesla Model S. He's the one that actually developed, the Tesla S model. And he did mention that in the interview, saying that this Lucid is a whole lot better than the Tesla S, the model. And because of the reason that, he did, so think about it. If the Lucid comes out and, the people like to start comparing, the Lucid with, the Tesla S, and if they find the Lucid is not, not much better than, Tesla S, and still costing more than $100,000 and so, this is not going to do well. I can tell you that. So it's got to be whole lot better than, the Tesla S. That's what I was expecting, and that's why I was very excited about this. The whole thing, Lucid motor thing. So think about that. I wanted to point that one out, and also I wanted to briefly mention about the Pinterest. It's been, all this like tech, the stocks and all that is going down like 30%, 40%. My lovely Pinterest, it was holding up very nicely. Finally, today it came down a little bit. Now it sits at the $74. So for some of you like who are, like wondering, who are a little have worry about something about the Pinterest, don't worry about the Pinterest. Pinterest, it is a Pinterest, yeah. So don't worry about the Pinterest. And the Goldman Sachs is up. All this, the financial sectors and the energy sectors were strong past couple of days. The Goldman Sachs, like I've been telling you, like this one a lot in this channel. It's one of my favorite, the financial, the stocks. And I did mention that, like back in, the January, there was my buy rating at the moment to buy, to the Goldman Sachs. That was at the $260 range. So now it says at $334. So it has nicely gained ever since then. So if you're thinking about maybe taking the profit right now, I think right now it is a good time. I wouldn't wait too long on this one. And did I know about this? The bond yields, like possibly going up like this. I kind of expected it'll go up sometime this year, and I thought about, this will definitely benefit, but obviously I didn't know, this is what the things going to happen like right now, like, at the end of February or the beginning of March, whatever you like to say. So, but I think, in my opinion, none of this, I'm not your financial advisor. None of it is the financial recommendation. This video is entertainment purpose only. So with all that being said, so now let's get into the next one. Next one, I told you about the digital turbine. I still didn't start my position yet. And still waiting on the good entry point. I'll definitely let you know. But it's the same thing with the kind of Pinterest. It's been holding very well. The other day, like 2 days ago or so, it just hit the like all-time high again. So I just don't want to buy it at this point. Of course not. But this is something I'd like to tell everybody that that's my next target, to pick up shares on digital turbine, ticker symbol APPS. Yeah. So now it's sits at $87.65. I just wanted to point out that that's like next one is coming. And if you have watched my the few videos prior to this video, I did pick up the shares of the MicroStrategy. you know, that I picked up at $821. I picked up. Now it sits at the 732, but I still don't worry about this one. If it goes maybe around six, now I see there is the support line at around 635. So if this one goes to maybe 635 price range, I know I'll be doubling down on this one, MicroStrategy. But you know, that's so far that's my plan. And I think that's it for today's video. I just wanted to point out those things in the video. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We'll see. All right, thank you.